We were expecting, and in my last clips also, there were some future expectations that what predictions, what will happen at US Canada border, and similar things happened. As I was telling that many migrants are moving from United States to Canada, and most of them are undocumented, or you can say they are illegal, they are without papers, and they are feeling insecure, unsafe, and they knew that US is going to deport them, so they were using the chance to enter into Canada. So this was the story I told in the last days, and now that story goes at climax because 14,000 immigrants arrested finally at US Canada border. First of all, I would like to tell you what is the rule between United States and Canada. US Canada border, technically by law, they don't check visa. If you have US visa, you can enter very easily into Canada. If you have Canadian visa or Canadian passport or visa, you can go to the US. So there are some switching in between these two countries. There is no much border check at US and Canada border. But now currently, when influx of the migrants, I will say flood of the migrants gathered at US Canada border, and I was reporting that people, I was getting news that people are moving day and night, and they are entering, inoculating into the Canada, and they are just thinking that Canada might give them residence, and Canada may accommodate them, and they may be able to stay in Canada. But unfortunately for illegal migrant, fortunately for Canada and US citizens, now both governments are absolutely alert, and they had planned that they will not give permission to undocumented migrant. I always favor legal migrants, and in my books that if you are without papers, no country will favor you. If they are favoring, they are doing mistakes, and they are technically giving wrong message to the upcoming people of the world. The upcoming of the people of the world, they are moving without papers to other country because they got successful stories. Still US citizens will say that we were illegals and we entered by this way, and then we applied asylum, and US gave us a legal status, and we started working, and then we got chance of the green card, and now we are citizens of US. These are the stories who are motivating people. I think these people have less crime, but the people the agents who are motivating them to go without paper, I think there must be an international law that you cannot go to any country without permission of that country, and that's the rule of any single house as well. If you are having house with your family, any outsider will come to your house, definitely he will knock the door and he will get your permission, and you will give permission, then he will come to your house. So that's the way any person go to any country, and country is not giving you permission. Without permission you enter, and then you request them, give me legal status. If that country give, that's a greatness, which is fault, which is mistake, because that person will be entertained, that person will get residency as well. But the people who are at the back families, that man will tell that I came by this way, and I entered by without paper, I crossed border, and this country gave me legal residence, and now on humanitarian basis, whatever the bases are, but I am now US citizen, I am now Canadian citizen. This story pricks the minds of the migrants to took huge risk now. Just at least those countries like Canada, Australia, and European countries must announce clearly that no, the laws have been changed. In the past, we were facilitating. That's the story now. Lawyers are not telling, agents are not telling, and the governments are speaking but politely. They are not giving straightforward statements in their official website. I think it will be huge favor to the community who always thinking to enter into any country without papers. I would like to tell you one thing. Once they will get idea that we will enter and we will not be entertained. For example, I give you example why Indian migrants arrested in Canada now at Canada US border. Why 14,000 reports are telling 14,000, I'm not sure, but reports are telling 14,000 Indians who were crossing border from the United States to the Canada, they are arrested by Canadian authorities. You just answer me why these Indian migrants were moving, because they thought that US is not going to give them any compensation. US Donald Trump clearly announced that we will not give you any legal status and we will deport you. Similar words, I think Donald Trump and praise Tom Homan is speaking same words as Canadian PM Justin, that go out with respect, that we will not force you, we will not deport you, and we will not spoil your immigration history. You will be eligible to travel throughout the world and you can go by respect. So this is the word of the United States as well. So these Indians, these migrants, and migrants, I use name Indians, I think that's not fair. Media use word Indians, that's not fair. There are a lot of other countries individuals also arrested, and why media is giving only name of one country, that's also a little bit questionable, and a question of curiosity for me, that we are just degrading one country. Indians are very top professional people, and some Indians, if they are non-genuine or they are illegal and they are motivated by agents, that's my point. Once you will make the law that no one will enter in our country without paper, if he entered, he will be deported, and there is no any single law over courts just gave one statement: we are not giving any benefit to the people who will come without visa. The story is finished. I think illegals will not remain, and these illegals will get huge benefit because they will try to enter the countries by papers, by legal way, by applying by legal way. Who is not going to motivate them? Who is not going to motivate them? Who is not going to tell them? Who is not going to educate them that you must enter any country by visa? I think this is the counseling, this is the convincing skills required, just announcement required in official website, so those lawyers, those agents who are misguiding, at least they will know, because this is a problem from the lawyers, from the agents. They told, come to our country by crossing border, give me the case, I will apply asylum and you will be national. And lawyers have successful stories, they have a complete history. This is the scenario of the past 20 years. The countries like US, Canada, they were giving permission. And remember, if any person wants to put his life in danger, he has some hope from someone. He will never go when he has no any hope. He will definitely try that way, which is a legal way. Technically, some people inside US, inside Canada are motivating the migrants to move by illegal way. This is the easiest way. You will get huge time by legal way. You will get, and this is also a question. If lawyers are telling them that you will consume 1 year in getting a visa by the USCIS 2025 or 2024, but you are not crossing border, just come and you will get legal status and you will not consume money as well. Why not USCIS also reduce the processing time? Why not Canadian authorities and Canadian Prime Minister Justin announced that we will open legal visas by open heart. If you will come, you will have visa. We will allow you to the work. We will you follow our conditions. We will give you compensation. That was the old Prime Minister Justin. That was the new Prime Minister Justin when he took oath and he was giving statements in favor of the migrants. I think the one state of the Canada, Ontario, did marvelous job, and that job I did not listen ever in history of immigration. I think whatever I am speaking, Ontario clarified. Ontario told this is not the mistakes of the migrants. This is the mistake of the fake consultant and the fake agents. These fake consultants, according to Ontario, they misguide the people to submit fake documents, and agents misguide the people to enter without papers. Ontario told if we will shun all consultants who are motivating wrong people to enter into Canada, into other country, into Canada especially, they are talking about Ontario state, we will not receive any non-genuine migrants, and definitely genuine migrants are quite less in the numbers. And genuine migrants are those migrants, they are required by each country, and these are the migrants who are always in a search of professional jobs, and they are always following regulations and rules. They will find genuine students. Why Canada is telling that students are getting troubles, giving troubles to us and causing immigration crisis due to the fake students. The genuine students always welcomed by all country, including Canada. The story of illegals undocumented becoming superior now currently. So story is that 14,000 Indians illegals arrested because they were without papers, and they were thinking that US will not allow them to stay and they need to move from United States to the Canada. Thank you very much.